All right, lesson 8 in interactive animation and games, sprites. Here are our introductory codes for today. We got draw sprite, sprite.setAnimation, and var sprite. Make sure you go ahead and put these in your notebook. Start thinking about what they could mean. All right, we're going to head over to code.org. Predict. Take a look at this code. When we hit run, what do you think will appear on this page? Hit pause and fill this out now. Once you've finished, we have var fruit, create sprite, 100, 200. Set animation apple. Var vegetable, create sprite, 300, 200. Vegetable, set animation, carrot. So we have our apple, we have our carrot. Notice our locations. We got 100, 200. We got 300, 200. Now, sprites set from the middle. So when you are putting in your sprite, it is going to set from the middle of the image. Even though, I'm going to say this, even though a sprite is like a rectangle or a box, let's not call it a rectangle, let's call it a box. Even though a sprite is like a box, it still sets from the middle, okay? So that's very important. It sets from the middle. All right, let's go on to number 2. Do this. Create a new variable called sprite. Drag out a create sprite block to give it the variable name sprite1. So we have our world, we have our sprite. We are going to drag out our variable create sprite. We are going to rename it sprite1. Make sure capitalization and numbers and spelling, everything is correct. All right, now I want to show you. We run this, nothing happens. Okay? Because we've said we're going to draw a box, but we haven't drawn anything yet. So now we have to draw the sprite. So this is saying this is what we're going to do, and then drawing is actually putting it on the paper. All right. Hint, sprites are drawn from their center. Said that again. Not the top left corner. From their center. All right, hit finish and go to the next one. All right, we got 2 boxes here. Let's take a look. We got 1 box. This program should create 2 sprites, one on the left of the screen and one on the right of the screen. You do not need to add any code blocks, just rearrange the code already presented to make sure both sprites show on the picture. All right, so we said we're going to make 1 sprite, and then we drew it, and then we said we were going to make another sprite. Well, instead of saying 1 sprite, draw, another sprite, draw, now we have 2 sprites because we said, okay, we're going to draw this sprite and this sprite, and then we drew the sprites. So there you go. Once you've done that, click finish and go to bubble number 4. All right, do this. Let's see what we got first. We got an apple, we got an orange. Update the fruit animation. Use the drop-down menu in the Set Animation block to select a different sprite to use. Update the vegetable animation. Use the drop-down menu in the Set Animation block to set a different sprite to use. So what I want you to do is there's a picture over here. Let me make this a little bigger. I want you to make your screen look like this screen. So we need a strawberry and we need some broccoli. So you're going to go set animation. What animation are we going to use? We need a strawberry and we need some broccoli. Now, we've got a strawberry and we got broccoli, but they are side by side, not vertical. So we need to change the location. So if we want to put our strawberry up here, that's about 285, 285. All right, so now our strawberry's up here. Now we got to move our broccoli down here. So we've got to change our X and Y. So let's do 200x again. And this time let's do 285y. And now we've got our strawberry and we've got our broccoli. Once you've got that, hit finish and go to bubble number 5. We are on bubble number 5 and it says to do this. Create a sprite variable called student. All right, we need our sprite variable right here. And we're going to name it student. All right, we've already done that. Set the animation. All right, so now we're saying we're going to make a block or make a sprite called student. Now we have to set the animation. Name it student. All right. Change the first part of the, okay, we already did that. Change the first part of the block so that these match. Remember, spelling, capitalization, everything must match exactly. Use the drop-down menu to look at the different sprites and pick another sprite. Let's see. We got, oh, what did I not do? I want you to think about it. Pause it. See what did I not do? I did not draw my sprite. That is why it didn't show up. So we got Jim. We got Danielle. We got Michaela. Now, I'm going to show you something. If you go over here to animation, all of the animations for this set will be in this animation tab. Okay, so the drop-down menu, this is where it comes from, the animation tab. Now, later on, you will be able to add your own pictures to the animation tab, and do some other cool things. All right. We are going to debug this, run the code, see what happens. All right, we got an alien dude and 3 empty sprite boxes. Look in the animation tab to see what animations are available to you. Show me where. Right there in the animation tab. Okay. Use the set animation command to change the look of the other sprites. So we got our top left sprite. And we're going to change that. We're going to pick a different animation. Ooh, what did I do wrong? Oh, wait. I did not capitalize my S. Must be exactly. There we go. And now there's our bunny. All right, now let's say I don't want to use the flybot or the airplane. I can go to this new animation button and I can go, let's do emojis. Say I want to use an emoji. Let's see. Let's go with a snowman. I don't know why. We're going with a snowman. All right, and let's pick another one. Let's see. Let's go with animals. I like chickens, so we're going to get this chicken. All right, so now we're going to put in. All right, I'm just going to put both of these in here. We need top, right, sprite. This is going to be bottom, left, oop, left, sprite. All right, and we're going to set that. We're going to put the chicken down here. Now, our chicken and our snowman are huge. There are a couple of different ways to fix the size. In a couple lessons, we'll learn how to do it in our code. But for now, if you go to the animation, you can go over here to resize, maintain aspect ratio, and I'm just going to drop this down to that, and then hit resize. Whoops. All right, and now when I go back here and I run the animation again, the snowman is smaller. Make sure you hit This maintain aspect ratio, code.org does not like it when you don't hit that. And then just make sure you also hit the resize button to save that you resized it. All right. 7, you're going to do number 7 on your own. You want this picture to look like this picture. All right, so think about the order you have to do things in. If you want to paint something, whatever you want on the front, you got to paint last. Whatever you want in the back, you got to paint first. All right, so go ahead and fix this one. You're going to do 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And I will see you back here for lesson 9.